What's up, y'all? What's going on? This is Jason. Just wanted to talk to you about my 91 Camaro. It's a 3.1, and I've been having a lot of issues with it for many months. And that all first started off was the weekend after Labor Day. My car died whenever I was leaving the house, and I just rolled into a mechanic shop. Now, it's not the mechanic shop that I normally use, which I shouldn't have let them do it, but I let these idiots work on my car, okay? So it sat there for about a month. They ended up replacing the fuel pump. They took it upon themselves to replace the fuel regulator and the distributor, and the car ran like absolute garbage when I got it back. I continued working on it, trying to get the timing right, and I replaced the spark plugs, the distributor cap, the rotor cap, and just kept on trying to go over things and trying to get the car right, and I never could get it. Well, it was because only half the injectors were working, so I'm surprised the car would even run. So I had it towed into the shop, and they determined that the injectors on one side, none of them were firing, and it was just blown fuse. Well, I get the car back, I drive it for several weeks, and it puts me down on the interstate. And so I have to have it towed back into the shop. And guess what it was again? Blown fuse for the injectors. And same injectors. Well, so they actually blew several fuses while they had it at the shop on the injectors. And let me show you what they came up with. So, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Down there, see that wire loom? Let's see. Anyway, down low down there, there's a big wire loom. Okay, right there where that post is sticking out, the post is laying right across it. Okay, now that wire loom, they said, was rubbed in two, and the wires were touching the engine, and it had cooked a spot through the wire, and it was grounding out against the engine. So they put some new wire loom on it, and there's a zip tie around it, looks like holding it to the transmission dipstick tube. So they want me to try it out and see how it does like that, because that's what they think is causing the the shorting out the fuses for the fuse for the fuel injectors. Now, how often something like that is going to happen and nobody is going to think to look at the fuse for the injectors? So one unusual thing too is I was starting to have a little bit of trouble with my speedometer, and I wonder if that had anything to do with it too. It seems like many years ago I had some instrument cluster issues, and my dad ended up figuring out that there was somewhere that it was shorting out and grounding out against the vehicle. And maybe that's where it was that my dad had recovered it or something like that. I've had this car for many years, and we're still determined. I want to show you where it's at. Okay, I got my finger on it. That wire loom right there. Okay, it's pretty thick. It's probably about that big around. Holding a bunch of wires, and it's got a zip tie going around the transmission dipstick tube to kind of hold it back away from the engine so it won't get too hot again. So I'm interested to see if this is gonna keep me running. I still don't have all the power that I used to have, and I don't know why that is. That shop that replaced the fuel regulator, I don't know if they did something wrong. I don't know if it's a fuel regulator issue. I may end up replacing the fuel regulator and the fuel filter myself, and see if I can get to the bottom of that. That would be nice if I could get that figured out. But let me tell you how awesome the people are that I do business with. I went ahead and had after they got it running, I had 2 tires put on it. So they told me just pay for the tires and we'll worry about the rest of it later. Just drive it for right now and see what it does. You may have to end up bringing it back in. And look, they know I'm a regular, and they've got my 97 Camaro right now doing a lot of suspension work on it, and they'll get their money because they said they had a lot of labor in it trying to figure out what was making it short out. So hopefully we'll get this thing solved. All right, thank you for watching this video, and y'all have a good one. Bye.